Hello everybody on YouTube, hope you guys are doing really well, and thank you very much for taking your time out and tuning into this video. Now, ever since I've posted my long-term ownership review video, I think it was in the month of February or March sometime, and since then I've posted lots of videos about me taking this motorcycle to places where it should not go, where it is not designed to go. On papers, the ground clearance of this thing is really low, and it is not designed to go over the speed breakers, the illegal speed breakers that we have here in India. It is not designed to go off-road, when you go over like big ruts and rocks and places like that. So that is the reason why many of you people reached out to me and asking how do I handle it. So in case if you're new here, firstly I would request you to take a moment and subscribe to the channel, and please take a look at the recent video that I posted wherein I've taken it to like awful places wherein the motorcycle has done exceptionally well. Now coming back to the point, how do I manage the ground clearance, right? We are not talking numbers here. Let's not go into that because the numbers are kind of deceiving. So let's not talk about numbers. So the way I handle this thing is there are 2 points. First thing is, in case if you see in this video right now, this is a normal speed breaker, and this is how the bike stands on its own. There is no weight on the motorcycle. The bike is on its own weight, and you can see what is the gap between the speed breaker and the bottom part of the bike. Now there are 2 parts which essentially hit whenever it bottoms out. First thing is the exhaust, where the exhaust is connecting, and next thing at times is the pro-link unit of the suspension, of the rear suspension. So these 2 things take the most of the impact, and majority of the times it is the exhaust. So you have to be careful. Everyone, whoever rides this thing with low ground clearance thing, has to be careful because it can potentially damage the exhaust. Now if I sit on the bike right now, if you can see, this is how it would be when it is like really low to the ground and I'm sitting. Now I am an average Indian. I weigh about like 74 kilos, 75 kilos, and I am nearly 5 feet 8 inches tall. So this is according to my weight. Now what you're seeing here is the weight, the way the bike goes down, the way the suspension adjusts my weight, and the way it gets further down to the ground. Now there are 2 ways in which you can handle the ground clearance. First thing is that you lift your body weight up. Basically we do not want the bottom to be going further close to the ground, so we have to lift the weight off the center of the bike, that is over here. And the way we do it, now if you're sitting on it, essentially the entire weight is on the center of the bike, and that brings it further low. Now if you have to raise the weight out of it, so you apparently have to get up on the bike. Let me quickly show you what I mean here. So this is my normal riding posture. This is how it will be. Now if I'm asking you to get your weight off the bike, you have to lift your body and bring it towards the front this way. This way what will happen is your entire weight is not on the center of the bike, and you are releasing the weight from the center. And once you have released the weight of the center, apparently the bike will come up a little bit, and that will give you some extra ground clearance. You do not have to crouch too much towards the front so that you lose the grip, and make sure that whenever you are hunching down towards the front of the bike, don't use the front brake, because apparently the entire weight is on this thing, and if the wheel locks, in case if you press hard on the brakes, the bike will actually throw you off the bike. So keep that in mind whenever you are going through a speed breaker or someplace, or some rocks or somewhere off the road. You have to keep your body up towards the front, but do not use the front brake too much. Do not just grab on handful to the front brake. Now the second trick, which works hand in hand with the first one, is increase the air pressure. Now manufacturer recommendation is approximately 33 psi at the rear and approximately 26 to 28 psi at the front. So I normally use 38 to 40 at the rear and approximately 30 or 32 at the front. Of course, many of you may say the contact patch would be very lesser when the tire is against the ground. That is fine, but then when you have extra air pressure, there are 2 more things apart from raising the ground clearance. First thing is your bike will roll very freely. That's the first point. Second point is that you will get much better fuel economy because the tire is not rubbing against the ground too much. So these 2 points will definitely help you out a lot. It had been helping me from the last 3 years. It's still going strong, no worries at all. And the bike in itself, it's an exceptionally good product. It never shows any tantrums at all. And yeah, just keep in mind about the braking thing, that whenever you are going off any bad patch or anywhere, don't grab a handful of the front brake, and release the weight of the motorcycle, release the weight from the center of the motorcycle, bring your body towards the front. Try to keep your chin, or at least your eyes, above the front visor, and that would work perfectly. Second thing is the air pressure. So I hope that this video comes out to be of some help for some of you guys. In case if it does, do give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and acquaintances, and I'll see you guys again in the next one. Until then, stay safe, ride safe, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.